the Rev here. Welcome to my kitchen for another episode of Rev Cooks. This one is going to be a quick one. I wanted to share something with you guys I know my family loves, and I wanted to drop this little information on you about how I make my Cajun catfish nuggets. I took my sons and one of their friends to a local how do we call it, hatchery or fishing lakes or whatever, and we went out and fished all day. We caught a couple of nice catfish. I want to show you guys how I prepare them. Now, I'm not going to show you how I cut them all up and all that kind of stuff, because it's a little messy when you do all of your own filleting and all that type of stuff. But what I want to show you in just a second is how I prep the catfish and how I soak them and what I do. And here's what I do. I soak them for anywhere from really overnight, but really you want to soak them for at least a couple hours, up to 24 hours. Mine have been soaking actually for about 24 hours. So real quick, look at what happened last night and I'll explain it in a second. Oh my days, guys. So, real quick, why am I dressed different? What in the world's going on? Where's the break in this quick Rev Cooks? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm actually shooting another Rev Cooks right now and shooting some other videos and doing some editing. And the clip that you should be watching right now for our Cajun Catfish Nuggets, showing you my marinade process, the Rev went full genius and erased it. Oh. So here's what I'm gonna tell you real quick. So after you cut your catfish nuggets, after you do all that, whatever you need to do to get them ready, you want to marinate them from 8 to 24 hours. I probably already said that. I don't know. I'm going to re-edit it. I don't know. But here's the thing. My typical marinade overnight depends on how many nuggets I'm making. If I'm making like 2 pounds or more, it's about 1.5 to 2 pints of buttermilk. For me, because I like it spicy, I will use a full cup or more of Frank's Red Hot. That's my go-to hot sauce when I'm cooking. But with the Cajun Catfish Nuggets, a lot of times I use the Hot Buffalo. So mix that together with a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of your favorite Creole or Cajun seasoning for this recipe. I use Tony Chachere's. So that's what I use, guys. That's my marinade process. Take the buttermilk, mix it up with the hot sauce, put your seasoning in there, mix it up real good, toss, just take your Cajun nuggets or your catfish, take your catfish, put them in a Ziploc bag, cover them with your mixture, toss it all up, close it, seal it in the fridge, 8 to 24 hours, you're good to go. Anyway, that's been a break in the action. Back to the actual Rev Cooks right now. As you guys can see, I put about a cup of hot sauce in with a little over a pint of buttermilk and some seasoning, and I mixed that all together. I transferred the catfish nuggets to that mixture to your refrigerator, and make sure that you let them soak as long as they need to absorb all of that goodness. Now let me show you what we do. I pulled the catfish nuggets out. I placed them in a colander. They were in the sink for a while. This is them right here. Now, if you could smell the nice hot sauce coming off of those. It's amazing smell up in here. Here's what we do. We want to let those drain off for about 15 minutes in your sink or somewhere in a colander. Now they're ready to go. Let me show you how we make our batter, how I make my batter to deep fry our catfish nuggets. So I like to take about anywhere from a cup to 2 cups. I took a cup and a half. Really, it depends on how much fish you're using. I didn't even weigh these. I caught a couple really big ones. I'm guessing that's probably over 3 pounds of nuggets, but here we go. So we want to use, what I'm using here is just some cornmeal, some yellow cornmeal. I got about 3/4 cup, a little over 3/4 cup of regular all-purpose flour. We want to take, let's say about, just so I show you what I'm doing, I would say about we'll do 3 teaspoons-ish of kosher salt. Set that aside. It will be about 2 teaspoons of black pepper. These are going to be a little spicier catfish. That's just how I like them. Let's do again. Now this is where you adjust your own heat. I'm going to do, because everyone in my family can handle a little bit of spice, we're going to do about a full teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm just looking at those in the background about to eat to see if they can handle it. To this I want to add whatever seasoning that you prefer. You don't have to, but I like the little extra kick of it. So I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of our Cajun seasoning. I'm using the Creole Tony Chachery. That's what I'm going to use. Just about a teaspoon, half teaspoon to teaspoon of garlic powder. Excuse me. And we want to give that a whisk. While we are seasoning up our batter, because I don't know if you guys know this, but where I live, most of the flour and cornmeal doesn't come seasoned. So we want to season it up. Here's the thing, guys. At this point, it's pretty straightforward. You don't want to cook when you're deep frying in too large of batches, because what happens when you do that, it really starts to cool down the oil, and we want to make sure we get it even cooked. So I'm going to toss these in our batter, make sure they're good and coated. They should be, everything should stick to the nuggets fairly well because they've been soaking. If you want to take these to another level, I'll tell you something I've done in the past that you can do. Again, there'll be a lot of flavor. At this point, what you could do is take your hot sauce again, maybe take another cup or so, put a couple eggs in it, scramble that up, kind of mix it, go from there to the hot sauce, then to here. That takes it to another level of heat. But that's more like what I would do if I was making it just for me. Now that our fish is coated, again, it's oil, so you just want to kind of lay it away from yourself. And these will cook about 4 to 5 minutes. And make sure that you keep an eye on them so they don't burn. And we just want to make them in batches. And we're good to go. The fish is frying. I want to make sure that I keep an eye on my heat here. Make sure it's not too hot so we don't burn them. Shouldn't take long. They said about 3 to 4, at the most 5 minutes. Depends on how hot you have your oil. Kind of keep an eye on them so they get golden brown. Once they start getting really golden brown, we'll start to pull them out. All right, guys, it's been a couple minutes and our nuggets are starting to look ready for some serious eating up in here. Guys, you know, it's crazy. One of the things that you really have to learn when you fish is something that the Lord wants all of us to learn. It is a key ingredient to success in the kingdom of God. It's something called patience. Literally, I understand what the disciples went through when it said they fished all night and they caught nothing. That's how I felt yesterday. I fished all day and I was praying, Lord, hook us up. Lord, make the fish bite all day. And thank goodness we got some bites, so now we can eat. But I'm telling you what, guys, patience is key. You know what's amazing? One of these fish I'm about to consume, I was so frustrated because I've been fishing in the same spot for so long and hadn't caught anything. And I was literally getting up to leave when I looked out and realized I was getting a bite and I caught a fish. So guys, I don't know who I'm talking to, but no, patience is key in the kingdom. And you might want to get up and run from whatever it is you're waiting on, but if God told you to wait on him, trust me when I tell you, patience is key to getting what ultimately he wants to get to you in your life. Well, as you see guys, these are really about ready. What we want to do is transfer them to a nice, what I have here is a pan that has some drainability on it, if that's even a word. I transfer the nuggets to that. I allow them to drain, and they're ready to eat. Check that out. I would bite into one, guys, like I normally do, but I got more to fry. And so while those are draining and everyone in my house is getting ready for some more, uh-oh, the fire just went out. Gotta be patient. Don't let your fire go out. Check out these nuggets. Guys, make them just like that. Put them in your favorite dipping sauce. Put some hot sauce on them. I promise you, you'll enjoy it. Until next time, this is the Rev. God bless you guys. Keep it kingdom. Like, subscribe, get involved. I'll see you again soon.